Imagine a string of emerald jewels scattered across the impossibly blue canvas of the Caribbean Sea. This is St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a nation that, while small in size, holds a story as deep and compelling as the waters that surround it. Today, on October 15th, 2025, these islands are known as a tranquil escape sun-seekers sailors, a place where the rhythm of life seems to sync with the gentle lapping of the waves. Yet, to truly understand this vibrant country, we must journey back in time, following a simple timeline: earliest inhabitants, present-day challenges, triumphs, exploring why this seemingly tiny nation matters so much on the world stage. Long before the first European sails appeared on the horizon, these islands were home to vibrant and sophisticated societies. The earliest known inhabitants were the Arawak people, who are believed to have migrated north from the South American mainland. They were skilled farmers and potters, establishing peaceful communities near the coastlines and rivers, where they cultivated crops like cassava and corn. They lived in harmony with the lush environment, their lives intricately connected to the land and sea. Their legacy, though often overshadowed by later events, can still be found in archaeological sites and the very soil of the islands. Following the Arawaks, a new group arrived, the Kalinago, more commonly known as the Caribs. Renowned as formidable warriors and expert seafarers, they established a dominant presence throughout the Lesser Antilles. The late 15th century heralded an era of irreversible change. While Christopher Columbus sighted the main island in 1498, maps and ships show the European arrival. The strategic and agricultural potential of the islands drew sustained attention. For over a century, Britain and France fought for control of St. Vincent. The island changed hands multiple times. Each colonial power left its mark on the laws. Each colonial power left its mark on the language. Each colonial power left its mark on the landscape. The colonizers' ultimate goal was economic exploitation, and the key to this was sugar. Verdant hills and valleys were cleared to make way for vast sugarcane plantations. Sugar promised immense wealth for European investors. This agricultural revolution reshaped the island's ecosystem and society. The plantation economy created a rigid and brutal social hierarchy, a small class of white European planters at the top, a massive oppressed workforce at the bottom. The sweet promise of sugar was built entirely upon a foundation of human suffering and bondage. To work these labor-intensive plantations, colonial powers orchestrated the transatlantic slave trade. Section 4. What's in a name? The island's identity. The names given to these islands tell a story: conquest, faith, natural beauty. The main island, St. Vincent, received its European name from Christopher Columbus. He first sighted the island on January 22, 1498. That's the feast day of St. Vincent of Saragossa, patron saint of Lisbon, patron saint of Valencia. By naming it for a Catholic saint, Columbus was claiming it for the Spanish crown, claiming it for the Christian world. He overwrote the indigenous name Haroun with a European one. This act of naming was an assertion of power, common in the age of exploration. Section 5. The people and their pulse. Culture and language. The heart of St. Vincent and the Grenadines beats with a rhythm created by its diverse people. The population, numbering around 110,000, is a rich mosaic of ancestries. The vast majority, over 2/3, are of African descent. Their forebears were brought to the islands during the era of slavery. Their traditions, music, resilience, mixed heritage reflects centuries of intermingling between people of African descent, European descent, indigenous Carib descent, smaller but influential communities from India, Portugal, the Middle East. While English is the official language, used in government, used in schools, used in formal business. The true linguistic soul is Vincentian Creole, spoken in homes, spoken in markets, spoken in everyday conversations. A dynamic blend of English vocabulary, African grammatical structures, words from Carib, words from French. To an outsider, it may sound like English, but it is a distinct language with its own cadence and idioms. Listening to Vincentian Creole is like hearing the people's history spoken aloud. Section 6. An island economy. Volcanoes, bananas, tourists. The economy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a delicate ecosystem, shaped by small land-size natural resources, vulnerability to external forces. The entire nation covers just 389 square kilometers. The main island of St. Vincent is mountainous, dominated by the active volcano, La Soufriere. This volcanic geography provides incredibly fertile soil, which for decades made agriculture the backbone of the economy. For much of the 20th century, the country was known as a major producer of bananas. The green gold was its primary export, a crucial source of employment for thousands of rural families. In the 1990s, changes in international trade agreements, specifically the loss of preferential access to European markets, dealt a severe blow to the banana industry. This economic shock forced the nation to diversify. While agriculture remains important, with a focus on root crops like dasheen, arrowroot. Section 7. Resilience and the road ahead. Section 7. Resilience and the road ahead. Section 7. Resilience and the road ahead. As we trace the long arc of its history, from indigenous beginnings to its present-day reality, the story of St. Vincent and the Grenadines emerges as one of profound resilience. This is a nation forged in the crucible of colonialism, slavery, and natural upheaval. It has navigated the painful transition from a sugar-based slave economy to a modern, independent state. The echoes of this past are still present, but they have been transformed into a source of strength. The music, the language, and the powerful sense of community are all testaments to a people who have not just survived history, but have created a vibrant and unique culture from its complex legacies. The journey has been marked by moments of chaos that have tested the nation's spirit. The fight for independence, finally achieved on October 27, 1979, was a pivotal moment of self-determination, but it also brought the immense challenge of charting its own course in a complex world. More recently, the devastating eruption of La Soufriere in 2021 served as a powerful reminder of the nation's fragility. Yet, in the face of volcanic ash and economic despair, the Vincentian people demonstrated incredible solidarity, with communities rallying to support one another, embodying a spirit of collective care that has been honed over centuries of shared struggle. Looking toward the future, St. Vincent and the Grenadines faces both significant risks and promising opportunities. The existential threat of climate change, with its rising sea levels and more powerful hurricanes, looms large over this low-lying island nation. Economic stability remains a constant challenge, requiring innovation and careful planning. However, there is also immense hope. The nation's commitment to protecting its pristine marine environment, its exploration of green energy, and its efforts to build a sustainable tourism model are forward-looking strategies that aim to secure a brighter future for the next generation. In the end, the story of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a powerful narrative of a small nation with a mighty heart. It is a place where the past is not forgotten, but is woven into the fabric of the present, informing the path forward. The resilience of its people, their creativity, and their deep love for their land of the blessed are its greatest assets. As the islands continue to navigate the challenges of the 21st century, they do so with a spirit of unity and an unwavering hope that their Emerald Isles will continue to shine brightly for generations to come.